Hi internet, I'm Udoka. Welcome to my channel where I'm speaking unedited, kind of free flow stream of consciousness about drama, mental health, my journey. If you're into that kind of thing, hit subscribe and like the video when you actually like it so that other people can check it out as well. And make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you're watching this right when I upload it or what have you, because I really enjoy forming parasocial relationships with people online. This is Tatcha lip jelly, Japanese peach lip jelly, Kisu lip mask. Okay, we are going to be moisturized around here from now on. I've been feeling really good lately. I just did my last session of ketamine assisted talk therapy, and it ended on a really good note. I might make a video about it later, but I've been having just more energy for life a little bit. And I want to talk about Trisha Paytas because I think she's worth talking about. And in so talking about Trisha, I have to bring up Gabby. So if you're not into that, then you know where to go. I watched this YouTube video about Trisha by a channel called Mysterious. Oh, yay. Okay, somebody just uploaded something. Okay. Basically showing Trisha contradicting herself, the lies, lying about very serious things as well. And I think this is so important. I'm really surprised that not more channels are discussing this. These channels are more discussing Trisha and her relationship with Moses and if they're really still together or not, which, hold on. Is there trouble in paradise? The thing about Moses.
Love my job! I love it!
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to go inside and work!
I don't know why that's the first thing that's on my For You page. Is this Rose from Blackpink? Obviously I have to follow. Obviously. I mean, it's what it is. Like, if Lisa or Rose from Blackpink is on the screen, you have to follow. Well, let's see, Trisha Paytas. I'm just looking to see if Moses is still in her videos with her. Because maybe y'all are right. Maybe there is trouble in paradise right now. Okay, so anyway, I'm not really interested in talking about her relationship, though that is interesting. I mean, when discussing bipolar disorder, personality disorder, when discussing borderline personality disorder, the relationships are worth talking about. Talking about the toxicity it tends to be because somebody has borderline and the kind of person who is willing to deal with it or why. I understand the discussion, especially there's some A boost going on, physical. Trisha on Moses, but I'm not getting into that right now. I want to get into how I don't understand why more people aren't discussing that she's her lies, because this is something that is really characteristic and bipolar personality disorder. Why do I keep calling, excuse me, I mean borderline personality disorder. Bipolar is not a personality disorder. Bipolar is different. And who knows, she may have bipolar as a comorbidity, but the craziness that we see is borderline personality disorder. Lying is something a lot of them do because, like I mentioned in my last video, their sense of self is not there. You don't grow out of it. In the Mysterious videos, the YouTube channel is called Mysterious. The lady is like, I just can't believe Trisha hadn't, she kind of has a southern accent. I can't believe Trisha hadn't grown out of this phase of lying to sound interesting. It's very high school behavior. But the thing about it is that for borderline, for BPD people, it's not high school behavior, it is the behavior. They never grow out of this sense of not having a self-identity. They don't grow out of it. It's like being like, oh my gosh, Udoka, you have ADHD. I can't believe you haven't grown out of being easily distracted. That's some elementary school stuff. It is elementary school stuff, kind of, actually not really, but yeah, like obviously children are easily distracted. I have ADHD. That comes with it. Like it won't be outgrown. It won't be outgrown. The thing that needed to grow, it doesn't grow. That's what the ADHD is, part of what it is. And same with BPD. The self-identity doesn't grow. She will always have this issue. I'm not saying everybody with BPD lies, but it's common. One, there's a couple of reasons, and you'll see these reasons in Trisha. You also see some of these reasons in Gabby Hanna. The thing about Gabby Hanna is more calculated. So when Gabby lies, she tries to make it more an exaggeration of the truth. You know what I'm saying? She tries to make it more like that so that it's easier for her to remember the lies. Gabby Hanna actually attempts to remember the lies. Trisha doesn't. Trisha is more loose cannon. And Trisha, I feel, is like one of these folk who've lied so much that they can't tell reality. Like sometimes they can't tell what's real and what is their lie, their fabrication. The lying begins because they want to make themselves seem more interesting. Some of them want to manipulate people. They want to make themselves look good, right? This is definitely Gabby Hanna. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. So those are some main reasons. 5 would be they're terrified of getting caught. The idea of getting caught in their lie is so terrifying that they just keep lying. And I don't know if it becomes habitual or compulsive, but it is very difficult. Like if you have somebody with BPD in your life, once you realize they're lying, even if it's about a little thing, something that ordinarily you're like, oh, whatever. Like, you don't care that they embellish that story. Oh, whatever. Pay attention because they're lying about more things and they're going to keep lying. I just wanted to see if this can be like a highlight. Ooh. They're gonna keep lying. I knew someone. Well, actually, I feel like statistically, you know, or have known somebody with BPD in your life. Like, you know, or have known somebody who's dealing with the same thing Gabby Hanna and Trisha Paytas are dealing with. Now, disclaimer, Gabby Hanna has not publicly stated that she has BPD. That's just my opinion. Just based on what I see, she behaves like somebody with those characteristics online. But yeah, I know somebody like that, and they were really well respected, and like when somebody has a certain level of success, it's just kind of hard to, and I'm not used to being around people like that. You just can't believe that, you can gain success when your character is flawed, when you lie. You just can't believe it. So you just push it away, like, oh, whatever. Like, no big deal. But then you start to see how they lie all the time. You didn't need to lie about, they lie about things that don't need a lie. Another reason why someone with BPD may lie is, same reason that a lot of people lie. They feel like lying would cause less problems. Like the truth, or trying to explain the truth, will cause more problems, right? A lot of people lie because of that. But sometimes, like this guy that I'm talking about, it's like you understand that the lie caused more problems than just telling the truth was not even bad. You're lying about things that it's like, why would you even lie? What was the point of that? It's really weird when you come to realize and come to grips that somebody close to you, especially somebody that you used to look up to or admire, or you take orders from, it's so weird to come to the realization that they have an issue. So Trisha has always been lying since day one that she's been on YouTube. I mean, she's been trolling since day one, but she's also been lying. Like even in videos where it's like, okay, maybe you're not trolling, maybe this is real, but it's a lie. And I think she used to really, really play on that because it allowed her to get away with the lies. If I'm just a troll and you don't know when I'm trolling or when I'm being genuine, then I could just lie and it doesn't mean anything. But now that she has revamped her image, you can't do that. You can't do that, because now when you lie, it's not part of the entertainment, it's not part of the act, it's just you're lying. So we can't trust you, and we can't trust things that you say. And that's the situation that she's finding herself in. Gabby Hanna's also like that. Gabby Hanna has been that way. The thing about Gabby is that she's that way unapologetically. Like, she does not apologize in any shape, form, or fashion. Trisha is embarrassed by her lying. Gabby is not. Now, Trisha has done, I'm on Gabby's page now, so if it starts screaming, you ought to know, okay, thank you, it's muted. Okay, so Trisha actually is embarrassed by her lies. When she's caught in a lie, she hates it. It's embarrassing for her, and she's been going to therapy. There is a process for someone with BPD to learn how to cope, because it takes a long time for them to recognize that they have a problem, right? Trisha what's it called, 5150, where you have to go to a mental hospital, against your will. That's happened to her twice, okay? So She's had a really big wake-up call. But for some people with mental health issues, that's not even enough. That's not even enough for them to go get help. But I commend Trisha for getting help. And it seems like she's starting to get into the phase where she stops lying to her therapist. Because when these people, if they're lying in real life, and at first I used to think, oh, she just lies in front of the camera. But I think she lies often as well. Maybe. This is just my opinion. But these people also lie to their therapist. So it takes more time for them to actually, see a drastic improvement. But Trisha has been improving, and I'm actually proud of her. But there's still issues going on. Gabby Hanna's unapologetic. She doesn't think she needs help with this aspect. She sees a therapist because her feelings are hurt all the time. She's not seen a therapist to learn how to cope with what I believe is BPD. She's not apologetic for it. She's not embarrassed. When she's caught in a lie, she doesn't care. We're not going to see an improved Gabby Hanna for years, in my approximation. We're not going to see it for years. For Trisha, I think we could see some I think we will continue to see improvement if she just keeps going. If she just keeps going and works on being honest, and it's very difficult for her. I think she said several times it is difficult for her, but I really think she's getting somewhere. She's getting somewhere. Gabby, we're not going to see any. It's going to be the same old Gabby for years. This is just my opinion. I hope she doesn't have children. I hope she does not raise children. I really hope so. I am all for reproductive rights, right? So I believe as a human being, you have the right to reproduce with whomever you want, however many times you want. If you want to have 20 children, you have that right, okay? I believe in that, but I also believe in my rights and opinion, in my opinion, that some people are not cut out to be parents. And I think Gabby's one of them. Until she actually understands and realizes that she has deeper problems and she's interested in seeking help. But for now, she's not. And if she's not interested now, even if she were to start today to seek help for this type of problem, we're not going to see progress for another 2 years. That's just my opinion. My opinion. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Yeah, so I think it's really interesting to continue talking about Trisha Paytas. She's a public figure who talks about her mental health openly and talks about therapy openly, and she still is wilding. She's still wilding out here. And I feel like the one thing I wish people would stop doing when it comes to Trisha is stop being surprised. Oh, she went on the Mom's Basement podcast. Oh my gosh. Stop being surprised. Why are you surprised though? That's the only thing that annoys me. That's why I can't watch a lot of these drama channels when they're talking about Trisha, because they're acting surprised. They're acting like, who could have seen this coming? They're acting like, we have no idea why they would do this. Yes, we do. Actually, we do. We do. This is a huge part of her brand right now, is her mental health issues. And I think it's important to understand that she does lie. She does lie. So when she says something, unfortunately, you're going to take it with a grain of salt until you see some evidence, because she has lied so many times in the past about big things and little things. So let's see. I'm just checking out her channels to see what's going on. Yeah, something happened this week between her and Moses. I don't really know what it is, but something happened this week, and people, something happened this week. But who knows? I wish them the best. I mean, I do think it's very difficult to have a healthy relationship with someone with BPD. But I also believe that that human beings are deserving of love. I think Trisha is deserving of love. I think Moses, even though Moses himself is sus, he has been divorced twice. The way he interacts with his family is sus. People just feel sus. People feel sus that he's remaining in a relationship where he has been abused. I'm saying it weird for monetization. So it's sus. But however, he's also deserving of love. So I wish him the best, and I do, since I have been in the past, maybe I still am, a Trisha Paytas fan. I'm rooting for her. I guess I'm just always rooting for her because I do feel she genuinely wants to have fulfillment in life. Genuinely. And before my very eyes, I have seen her go through phases of thinking being rich and famous brings fulfillment and realizing it doesn't. And I'm just always rooting for her because I know what it's like. I mean, that's what my own personal journey. I feel like I've been depressed since my earliest memory. My earliest childhood memory is such a beautiful memory, but I also remember that I was depressed. I didn't know there was a word for it, that feeling, but I was depressed. I don't know if I came out the womb that way. I probably didn't, but I've just been depressed my whole life with undiagnosed ADHD, and the combination resulting in an underlying layer of anxiety that just never goes away. And as a child, there's something you can do about it. Like, first of all, as a child, you don't know what these things are called. I had to go out of my way, sign up for psychology classes, beg my parents, can we please get the internet, go to the library, look up stuff. I used to go to nonfiction. The librarians would always be like, oh my gosh, you want to go to nonfiction? I was always in the nonfiction section, just learning about philosophy, psychology, and the occult as well, and religion, because I was looking for answers. Go to church, try to talk to everybody at church, like just doing everything within my realm of possibility to find an answer. Then becoming an adult, knowing more, and having the agency to explore whatever the hell I want to explore, but you're broke, right? When you're a college student, you're broke and you're preoccupied with school and just never really ever being able to give myself what I need due to time constraints and money constraints. And now finally, I'm in a position where I'm able to give myself the time and some of the money, most of the money that I need. I'm not Trisha Paytas rich. Like, if I was as rich as Trisha Paytas, y'all, y'all, I would have vlogs all over the friggin' world. You would see me trying ayahuasca. I just found out about this new, what's it called? Bio-cybernaut, which is basically like measuring your brain waves and like learning like what thoughts give you what negative brain waves and how to deal with that. That one costs $15,000. That is the cheapest package. Okay, you will see me there. You will see me at Tony Robbins. I will be at Tony Robbins Date with Destiny. Actually, I kind of want to go with Bay to Date with Destiny. If you don't know about Date with Destiny, so I have always been into Tony Robbins. That's another thing. When I was a child, I was really into self-help, people like Dwayne Dyer and Tony Robbins. Because again, I was looking for answers and they were on PBS, so, and Oprah. So like that was the best I could come by. And Tony Robbins, he is like, he has a world life philosophy that he teaches people. I mean, some people say he's motivation. It's not necessarily motivation. He is trying to give people a life mindset that will help them be productive, that will help them understand their life and the people in it and how to achieve what they want to achieve, right? I would go to these things all the time. And I'm a total sucker. Like, I used to fall for the fake gurus. When Bay gets his editing equipment, because he really loves editing videos and stuff like that. So I don't know. But when he starts editing my videos, I might start doing videos on the fake gurus because I was just so into them, because I was looking for answers. Like, you can only imagine, you're 16 years old, you're broke, you have no money, you feel like, what is life? And you're looking for answers. Like, these fake gurus, like my mindset was the perfect target for a lot of these fake gurus and real gurus. But that's for a different thing. But I'm just a sucker for this stuff that people are like, oh, it's a cult. Like, no, it's not actually Tony Robbins and other self-help stuff. It's not a cult. We're just trying to figure ourselves out. And I would go to these things and be so excited by them. They didn't help. But but they made me feel good at the time. But now I'm just feeling like I want to experience that stuff again, now that I'm not severely depressed and I kind of like have a rhythm, have a system of how to deal with my ADHD and stuff like that. I really want to experience it. And Date with Destiny is going to some beautiful resort. Like, Tony Robbins owns an island in Fiji. Like, Fiji Water is Tony Robbins' company. That's his water. He like owns an island in Australia. Like, you go to one of his islands and you're there for like a couple of days, like just deep diving into your life and your business. And I always wanted to go to one of those, you know, before he ends them or retires or something. But I forgot even why I got on this track. But yeah, like, I root for her because I've had to root for myself, and I've seen how far I've come personally. And not even a long amount of time. Honestly, I've really only been able to seriously start aggressively working on my mental health, like with aggressive treatments. I've always been like doing meditations and stuff like that, but with like aggressive treatments that cost money, I've only been doing it for like half a year. And I've seen so much improvement. And I don't know, I'm just rooting for her because I think she could bring such greatness to the world if she can learn to actually love herself. And first she has to find out who is herself or themselves or himself. I don't know, so I'm just rooting for her. The same way I've been rooting for myself. I think a lot of people relate to her. This new podcast that she has, I've been talking for 30 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap up. What's it called? My Chemical Imbalance. I don't know how long she'll do it. And the thing about Trisha is she's not even severe. Like, people need to understand she's not a severe case. A severe case would not have their wits about them to organize a whole podcast. They would not have their wits about them to have Dr. Drew come on their podcast. You know what I'm saying? So she's not even a severe case. That's why I think people should keep talking about her and the others, because it's exposing people to just a sliver of mental health issues that are important to know, because someone in your life might be suffering and you might be able to help them, or you might be suffering and you didn't even know. But I hope she continues doing My Chemical Imbalance and just exploring herself and sharing it. It reminds me of this show that I really, really love. And if you struggle with BPD, or honestly, if you struggle with any mental health issue, especially if you're a chick, I highly recommend My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Just watch the whole show. At first, I just thought, is this a show that's just for laughs or whatever? But the ending is so beautiful. And this My Chemical Imbalance just reminds me of the ending of that show. The main character in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, she also has BPD. She has was she bipolar as well? I don't remember. But she did have borderline personality disorder. She did have it. She dealt with this no self-identity. And I don't know, it's so beautiful. The ending of that show is so beautiful. That's what this My Chemical Imbalance makes me think of. I hope she continues doing it. Even though people are saying, she's actually lying. She's lying in this podcast. I wouldn't doubt it. I hope she gets past this lying thing. It just comes with practice and therapy. I mean, her impulse will be to lie. That's just going to be her impulse. But if she works on it, she can overcome it. She can. It's hard. But she can do it. She can.
Another episode of My Chemical Imbalance.
All right. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to finish some more work because I'm behind. I just want to take a little break. Until next time, guys, I hope you actually thumbs up the video if you like the video, so more people can watch and chill with us and build parasocial relationships with us. Until next time, much love, much luck. Peace out.